your immediate future, though. Mahmoud Hassan from Egypt in the heavyweight division against an explosion of action. Cheng from Taipei, and just listen to the roar from the crowd when that gentleman comes out.
There's never been an Asian world champion. This is my goal. This is my dream. This is what I aspire to be.
أنا بوكسينج، أنا بلعب بوكسينج كويس، ضربة إيدي كويسة في الإيد يعني مميزة.
My biggest strength is my punching power, my athleticism. I have a strong will. I proved it last time in the cage. I don't quit. You're gonna have to kill me to finish me. I'm gonna prove it to the world July 11th. I believe I'm the best heavyweight in 1FC. I'm a winner. I'm going to prove it. I believe my overall game is better than him. I believe I'm better than him in every aspect of the game.
No problem. Ground and striking, no problem. I'm ready.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried what I have to do. I respect him, but I don't fear him. We'll find out what's going to happen when we get in the cage.
أنا جيت هنا عشان full lookout.
I'm just so excited. I have so much emotion inside. I just want to let it all out. Tonight, I predict the finish.
Typhoon, Hellboy coming to stop you.
House here at the NTU Sports Centre. And one of their own will be coming into the arena very shortly. But first, here is his opponent.
In the blue corner from Egypt, Mahmoud Hellboy Hassan.
How low can you go? Chuck a lot of game, but yet you know.
33 years old. He looks very focused, doesn't he? Big man. 4 mixed martial arts fights. This is his second in the 1FC cage. Top contender for the heavyweight title with the leading MMA promotion in Africa, EFC. Both men in the cage tonight have professional boxing experience. Both very big guys.
Hassan's more of a wild and aggressive striker, though. I mean, he has a tremendous amount of power behind his punches. Really likes to throw bombs. And, you know, speaking of being aggressive, if you had a chance to watch the weigh-in yesterday, Hassan and Cheng almost knocked each other out from some headbutt collision. That was the most intense forehead-to-forehead action I've ever seen, and I've seen some intense ones. There's no love lost in this fight.
That's the size of this fight.
It's like 1FC finds action heroes from like every country. It's crazy.
Look at those arms. Incredible. Yeah, it was all we could do to keep them apart at the weigh-in. No point wasting your energy. We're looking for an explosion in the cage. And again, don't wait for this one to go very long.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be one of those slow and methodical fights. I mean, Hassan is very explosive. He comes out of the gate like a thoroughbred on the Kentucky Derby. Just bam, get in there and get in your face. And Cheng is a little more methodical, but Hassan really just pushes the pace. win or lose, he's going to throw everything he can at you, and usually that comes in a 250-pound frame. I can't tell if that's his bicep or his thigh. That's crazy. And that's the thing, like, your chin doesn't get bigger, but the beef you put behind a punch can totally change as your body gets larger.
That's a huge man.
Okay, Taipei. One fighting championship. War of Dragons. Fight number 6. From Chinese Taipei. Typhoon.
35 years old, did have a 10-year disservice there, but this is the man that everyone's come to see in the NTU Sports Centre. He's a former Canadian Football League star, that's gridiron football, born in Taiwan, based in Canada these days, fighting in his hometown for the first time ever. He's had 5 MMA fights and a big win in the 1FC cage already, but what an honor and a pleasure it will be for him to fight in front of his own people. Had a pro boxing career that generated a 3-1 record, and his 3 wins all came by first round knockout. So he is an explosive fighter.
He's riding a 3-fight win streak, looking to make it 4 in a row here. Has that wrestling, high school wrestling background too, which I think is one of the things that Asian fighters can really utilize to exploit opponents' weaknesses. A lot of the fighters we see in the Asian MMA circuit here, it's tremendous strikers, and a lot of their striking is leaps and bounds ahead of the average striking that you see in the United States, but where the U.S. really dominates is that we are known for our wrestlers. So if you're a big, strong striker, that's a tongue twister, a big, strong striker like Paul Cheng is, and you have a solid wrestling background here, you can dictate where that fight takes place. It's going to be a very, very tough nut to crack for anyone.
We have to say that Paul Cheng is a contender for the 1FC World Heavyweight Championship. And Mahmoud Hassan can put himself into that position if he gets by this fighter from Taipei today. Here's the roar for him. They're on their feet at the NTU Sports Centre.
You know, just based on the aggression we saw at that weigh-in, I don't think we're going to see anything different when that bell rings.
He nearly broke the cage as he jumped up and down there. 2 very heavy man. Let's see exactly how heavy. 102 kilos takes on 115. Not much in it in terms of height, nor indeed age. Paul Cheng is a couple of years older. This then is Egypt against Taipei.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is 3 rounds of 5 minutes in the 1FC heavyweight division, and it's brought to you by Star Sports. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this man is a boxer, standing at 189 centimeters tall, weighing in at 102 kilograms with a professional record of 1 win and 3 losses. Fighting out of Egyptian top team, he is an Egyptian boxing champion, Mahmoud Hellboy Hassan! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu practitioner and a boxer, standing at 190 centimeters tall, weighing in at 115 kilograms with a professional record of 4 wins and 1 loss. fighting out of Team Clinch MMA, representing Chinese Taipei. He is your top-ranked Canadian heavyweight, Paul Typhoon Cheng. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Olivier Coste.
Alright, fighters. Alright guys, once again watch out for headbutt and low blows, okay? No back of the head and the spine, okay? No foot stomp, okay? I want you to listen my command at all time. I want you to defend yourself at all time. If you want to touch glove, do it now, back your corners.
No touching of gloves, and that carries over from what we saw at the weigh-in.
Judge, time, ready, fight!
This fight brought to you by Star Sports. Hassan in the yellow, Cheng in the white and black, and already they're unloading. And Cheng gets caught with two vicious left hands, and he's taking the brunt of the punishment here. Although both men were throwing punches heavily.
Well, you know, like we talked about, we thought Hassan was going to come out aggressive, and Cheng, Hassan both just stood in the pocket and played rock'em sock'em robots. The only problem with that is somebody's chin is going to get tested. You know, you have to really be able to slip, dodge, and weave, and know when you're throwing those punches that your opponent's going to throw back.
Cheng is cut. There's blood on his forehead. Not quite sure where the cut's coming from, but he's bleeding all over Hassan's shorts.
Hassan's in on a front choke here. It doesn't look like it's that deep because Cheng is up on his feet and he's got the pressure where it needs to be. That choke is pretty tight, but you know, Cheng's gonna rally out of this here, it looks like.
So the cut is over the right eye, and that's a dangerous place for it to be, and he's coming back with punches to the body.
Well, it is dangerous because when you have those cuts over the eye, they can bleed into your eye. You know, even though if Cheng can just hang on here and just kind of take some of that pressure off with his hand like he's doing there and fight the hand grip, Mahmoud is using a lot of energy and a lot of strength, squeezing on that choke. And lactic acid builds up.
Especially for a big man, it's going to tire him out. We're not expecting Hassan to be as potent on the ground as perhaps Cheng will be. Cheng is slightly more rounded.
Well, you know, like I said, that choke, it looks like it's affecting Cheng. I can't really tell if this is one of those I might tap scenarios, but he knows that if he can just hang on, he can just pry these hands loose here. You hear the crowd getting behind him. There he is, he's out.
Listen to the crowd.
Payback time from the top.
Here we go. Swings and roundabouts.
This is where Hassan has to be careful because he's reaching up nice and high, and Cheng is versing submissions. He's going to start to look to attack that lead arm.
Olivier Coste warns Cheng not to punch on the back of the head. A gum shield's come out.
Yeah, it's usually indicative of your opponent getting tired because the gum shield, as you call it, sir, it restricts your breathing.
Mouthpiece is what you like to call it, right?
I like to call it the teeth saver. Hassan here is getting really tired. You can tell he spit out that mouthpiece. I think he may have really used up a lot of his energy with that initial choke.
Cheng pressing down with that elbow. He's used it as quite a potent weapon there about 30 seconds ago. Looking also for knees to the head and body. There's another left knee to the head. Cheng, who was in quite a bit of trouble in the early moments of this opening round, is coming back. What an intriguing contest this is.
And he has a lot of time to work too. 2 minutes left, and you know he has to be careful here if you're Hassan, because you are in a really bad spot. And you see Hassan's holding on to the head of Cheng, trying to hold him down, but he's really exposing that arm. Cheng can step around for a far side armbar. He can start working Kimuras. Or he can just work that right knee across the belly of Hassan and move him to mount. A little bit late here, but there's that wrestling base that we're talking about. See those hips just digging in deep. It's going to be very hard for Hassan to get Cheng off here.
Again, the elbow, the forearm onto Hassan's head.